I want to start this live um top talking about this topic of the evil collective consciousness of this reality and how it manifests before our eyes. Well, from my what I'm witnessing, right, with the circumstances, and the thing I always don't like is whenever I come up here, I kind of blank out of all these ideas I come to say. I'm kind of blank out. But I don't really care, because Mother Nature doesn't care. Well, why should I? That's how I see it. That's how I see it. See that people are killed, you know? Because I've worked so hard on myself all these years. I've always known there is some deeper meaning to what's going on before me. And, certain things I've knowledge I've accumulated. And when I first got my first thought, right, was earlier than expected. What is the expected time? And I just realized that, you know, people that I'm around wasn't for my best interest. So, what am I to do? And I'm going where my self to death about, although I did a little, but I'm here. Every thought that I've thought, no, every thought that I've thought in the past led me up to this moment. No, and it's just funny how I find it funny how someone can achieve so much and be still, you know a lot about things, be so experienced, and still there's always some excuse. There's always some excuse, right? Society used to beat up down upon you when you're vulnerable, when you're most vulnerable about, oh, you know, it seems as if you're not trying to improve this and that. When you come to realize these are chains and shackles they're putting on you based upon the imagination, the wickedness of their imagination. Because in their mind, in their perception, they want to perceive you in this light, right? This frequency, right? It's not that they have your best interest at heart and want to see. They see promise in you and they're trying to be that mentor figure. No, no, something when they came across you, something disturbing entered their consciousness, right? And they're trying to manipulate or force things. That's what I'm noticing. That's what I've always noticed. You really cannot trust anyone. You don't really know anyone. Like, you know, all right, for example, you grow up with your parents, right? You're an infant, you grow up with your parents. You don't really know these people more than what they've, the role that they've presented to you as your mother and your father. But who are these people 5 years before you're born? were these people 10 years before you born? What had these people done before to take them up to that moment to where you had been? And what influences are they trying to put upon you? You know, that's how you have to see it, right? And you notice with your mother always trying to pacify you, limit you. When you have mothers like that who try to pacify you, limit you, I never ever had a mother. So I see it. I see it in other people. You know, I always find it funny, like weird, in a way where why it seem like people need dependent on other people to like explain basic things in life, like do not be attractive to the same sex. And nobody needed to tell me that. Matter of fact, they were telling me on the they were trying to groom me on the contrary. And I, and I, common sense just chip in and said, mm-mm, no, that's not for me. I'm sure I'm in this man body, a male body. Might be a boy now, but I don't for sure. 'Cause I'm taller than some of you big men out here, so I think I don't know y'all place. But those are distorted delusions I created in my mind as I was a child, and saying that the how I see perceive myself now and how I perceive how I am now, and saying as a big man, grown man, and seeing I wasn't even on the level I am now to be, and not even really reach anyway currently. But still have like just like like a 19-year-old body boy body where just blossom like him just I've been training every day, but like the topic of what I come to talk about, it's really hard when you don't have no support system, and everybody wants you to be in this reality, this fucked up reality they want to and bestow onto you. That nobody's every man now since I've reached this manhood, you know, everything that life's supposed to just fucked up. Life's supposed to just fucked up. People are angry when you're working. They're vexed that you're working. They're very upset. But anytime you're not working, all they're doing is beating down in your head, so you need to be working. When you're not dependent on them for anything, it's always a problem. They want to cut off and when it's not even working, you know, they want to go on like, you're not even really holding no need. Upset them. Upset these people where you don't have to go to them to not, because all they want is something. They don't have your best interest at heart. All they want is something. Whether it don't even have to be monetary, can be emotional. They just want to drain you. They want to drain you of all your resources. That because they're saying, how is he doing it? How is he doing it? So let's drain him of all his resources. Right? That's why I say majority of these women doing nowadays where in my country, where is you can't have no any kind of level of relationship with them. Not even friendship. Not even friendship. Where, as a man, now I have to put myself and become abstinent because look how I am back into this position and I can't even so much as call none of these females for even some days even help me get me off my feet and get back working again. And worse that they know that I can do it, right? They know that I can do it. Some of them have links and just refuse not to give me, help me, right? So what all of that? work I was doing to nice them up. It felt like a waste of time. Cause they always going to be bitter about some fuckery. They're just waiting for your fall. And all that time carrying them out for pizza and doing all them shit here, movies. What the fuck I did all of that for? I thought it was like, about working your way up, socializing, um getting to know new people, uh getting them in your circle, so you're protected. If you ever have somebody making any false allegation against you, this person can stand up to say, all right, I know this guy, and this guy, he don't even fit the role of the accusations or allegations are made upon him. So he don't even make any sense how where this could come from. But no, when I was put in that position, the only person was to testify, my boss. And I don't really know how to make up. I don't really know how to make up, but I don't really care no more. You can't really depend on people. That's what I'm trying to say. Cause how it just fucked up. How this just fucked up. Yeah, deal with people for so long. They don't want. They literally want to be your downfall. I don't even know what to say. But lots of things I've learned that everything that we've been taught is totally in reverse. And I feel like when this fucked up shit start, fucked up reality start unveil is called the Confederacy of America took control, not took control, lost. They lost. So I living up in this fucked up reality can't even think of any other reality more than to see, but I don't even know how if everybody is just going to stay like this and just, who I see stay like this the most is black people. And I really feeling like the devil is using black people because they consciously, subconsciously on the negative frequency, which is the hypnotic rhythm frequency. This is why even myself, we find ourselves like any physical attributes, like if it has a rhythm to it, we catch it the fastest. And that's literally what I've been surviving upon. Guys, I've because I have a gentle nature, so I always manipulate it for good or for anything I feel that would be important to me. So whenever I see stuff on TV or things that pique my interest, don't even have to be anything physical. It could be science, computers. I notice I don't need to fully know everything about it. I just need to know the fundamentals, and I'll catch it and even start play with it and creating my own interpretation. But that's how my mind stay. I just try to fixate on the positive stuff. about myself. But I leave these things on on YouTube as markers to know that I had exist. Although all my life people trying to make me feel unimportant, and it seems like it was like a struggle for them to do that because you know I grown up now and I find it hard to people to see me to be invisible. I don't want to be too invisible where people just think I'm lame. But I think it's because I just look mysterious. Because the rhythm, the algorithm of this matrix, I think it's trying to write me out or delete me. Because there's nobody with any this mentality or nobody who has experienced such hardship in this matrix that in my country. They usually tend to just die off. But I just don't know how to give in, and I find that the hardest thing and sometimes I feel like maybe it's the best for me to just give in, you know. God, these people truly cruel and yeah, I lost for words sometimes. I do used to read the dictionary, walk around with a dictionary in school, just so I can understand, have an understanding or comprehension to articulate my words, my ideas upon what I experiencing. Not only that, I wanted to just have a better vernacular. I thought people find that impressive and it tells a lot about you. But here in this country, it doesn't tell anything. It doesn't say anything. All of those things gone out through the door because insecurity is at an all-time high. Apathy is at an all-time high. Immorality is at an all-time high. And the people who have the tendency to do this the most are the weak-minded people, the sheep people, right? And it's easier to tell here because people who have a lower IQ, which is very easy to tell here. 'Cause I think like the IQ level of people here is like too low, but we don't even have a standard of intelligence for our cultural identity. We only could have said the smartest man was Bob Marley, right? Which, kind of seem preposterous. Him only write music, never really invent, not said to take away or discredit or, sometimes I don't even know how to look on it because, I don't feel like make any sense to judge things. You don't get the full story. The only time you're gonna get the full story is until time ends. That's when you can really judge a story. And say when the book end, when the book done right, you can't read judge the whole book and you just reach like 3 pages in. You know? So I don't know the end. I'm not saying there's be ever be an end to my story, but it's a whole lot better than when I was young. You know, I tell you, the the is very pricey. The It's very pricey to have a car. I'm telling you, you have to pay an arm and a limb for the seat in the corner or your back to the wall. Is very pricey. I had to sacrifice a lot of myself, and I feel my body feel a whole lot better to some degree. I noticing now that my energy levels is not like when I was young. I can be energetic, but people just drain my energy. So I have concluded that the revelations have kicked off, really kicked off. I think it kicked off from a long time before this pandemic. I think it started from the beginning of the 21st century. That's when I born, 1997. We had, I guess the rest of the world had good, good, had it good until 2012. For some people, 2014. Because I witnessed it on TV, like, good TV shows, political TV shows, and all them stuff. So I know the page or what when I was on after 2014. And I noticed them trying to manipulate us, about certain things, about, politics. Politics. I don't, I'm not trying to start no revolution. 'Cause I barely even can manage these things, what my country doing to me. And I'm trying to change my mindset about it and keep out. But it's really hard. Sometimes you just feel like for give up. Sometimes and I feel like ashamed and feel like a big hypocrite because I've been going around saying a lot of stuff about things where the position I am in don't add up to the stuff I talk. And it don't. People now gonna understand. And me myself never I was very confused myself, right? And the hatred that and disdain I get from society, you know. And I just was watching some old stuff and I catching it now, right? What them would have called me in 1990, 1990, not 1990 some, 18, in the 1800s, a mulatto. Right? It never stopped. These stuff never stopped, isn't it? There was only twist up the truth. Well, I notice what I'm saying. They always tell you the truth first, and then tell you so them I go tell you them version of it. like what I reading in the Bible and the connections I made, right? Where these people basically taking these things, all these things from Hinduism, and we even know, and them I tell we say Hinduism evil, all them something. Well, we just assume this because it's not full thing, and we even realize that it's not our thing either. But how I see it, if me in the midst of war, I just see me wake up and see myself in the midst of war. I don't care who for weapon me I take up. I just know say people going to get chopped up. You see me? That's how I see it. People going to get chopped up. I go pick up anything. And I used to remember them used to, try chain me not for disarm me. mentally, right? But I know, so I going to pick up that sword. I don't make up business if Jerry name written on it. I just going to say appreciate Jerry wherever he is for putting this sword down here for me. To pick up and chop a man who come with me to me with a sword. You see me? If I see men coming running to me with a sword, what am I to do? Is either two things. I go to stay and fight, or I go to run away. I can run away bravely, or I can run away like a coward. I hope so that don't catch me. And that's what you're going to do, have to be do. Like, hoping is suffering, being in a state of suffering and wanting something, wanting something. But if you already have it, you're not going to be suffering. So you're not going to be hoping, you're going to be willing. You get me? Willing. So if say you have enemies out there lurking for you, same way, say you're going to have to go, take them out. But I don't want YouTube things are militarizing people. But that's how I see life. This is what reality is for me. That I'm living in real life. So when I talking, it's hard not to talk this way. Very hard because I don't know any other version of reality than the hard, raw version of reality where I live. I used to watch television and I see that the television wasn't real. Turn off the television from I was 16 or yeah. I realized that these people was using the television to, to keep me addicted, keep me from going outside. When they say I was going high school or was going school and shit like that. I finished school at 16 and I was trying to do some other courses because I thought it was all about school and getting the maximum amount of education. And really, really and truly, why I never continue those keep after I got my subjects, right? I still was trying to seek out going school, which was nobody explained to me say this thing don't make any sense to just keep on going school and money and this and that. You know, I thought it was just about going school and I just would hustle. That's where I hustle. So I had to wake up out of that mind state at 21 or 20. You know, so school is really a waste of time, and the people who are your mentors are people who like to waste a lot of time. People who like to waste a lot of time, or the people who are they said to be advisors and mentors, and they're not taking their role seriously. And some of them go out of their way to make things personal and create this. They ruin a lot of people's future. They ruin a lot of people's future. They try to affirm stuff to the students from their perspective, and these people, some of them need to check their mental health. Their mental health is not in order. They don't have their life in order. And these are the people who are set to this moral society future. And nobody it's being neglected. It's being neglected that these people are, the ones who, because they just want us all. I remember going to school, all that was important was school. When I grew up in big, I really start. All was important is to me how me see. I'm not really business, but it's making that money. You see me, the only people who me see on that page is probably the taxi mans them out here. You see me? The taxi mans them get everybody else, you know, them that's depend on their own thing. Them depend on their own thing to a degree. But the majority is just like even the upper class people out here is like living you're living in the living night of the dead. You see me? The night of the living dead. Everybody's like freaking zombies. Yeah, I remember I working at that place. I'm kind of glad I stopped working at that place because every day those females would be staring me down. And I saying like, it's like I was like a buffet to them or, say deep down inside I never felt comfortable and feeling like, like these people are like actual vampires. They program like vampires. You see me? That they even will break the constitution of what defines their reality. Because usually women don't approach men all sort of aggressively and touching them up. Women don't do that. I've even felt violated as big as I am. I'm like 6'6", and I felt violated. These women, and they're not even, none of them was even on my size level or what. Maybe in weight, they may be overweight, but that weight you're flinging around not going to help you. You don't really even, you're not even really active like that. They're not even really active like that. They're just sitting down, stuffing their face all day, poisoning. Worse, they're poisoning their mind. You really think you could have go to combat with a 6'6", lean bill guy? You know, you don't know me from Adams. I thought this is why women do what crazy. But I see, women does a make up shit. Women just make up shit while they go along and then the rules change whenever it suit them. And it don't really work. And this is why you see women get into a lot of fuckery and then complain afterwards about, oh, niggas, because you're breaking the rules. You're not following your own rules. You're making up shit while you go along. You see this nigga strange nigga off the road and then you bring him back to your house and then him rob you and take everything you have. Because women see the game that y'all play, you know. A majority of them beta males like to complain about it. The double standards that is like it goes to the head. It goes to the head like they not even see it. They don't even see how much they are hypocritical, preposterous. And like, yo, like for instance now, this old girl, there's a older lady. I go to a bar, right? I usually go to this. I used to see my grandfather go to this bar. My weed man go to this bar. You see me? So I say, yo, I'm gonna go this bar. Cause people always tell me say one bar around there, so but I never yet go. You see me? Cause I know the Greeks, whatever the chops. You see me, you drink one, you can't stop. But I can control myself. So I know say I confident I can go a bar. You know, this I go into this bar a couple times, good. Then I see this woman, I never yet see her before. But I know a lot of people like to talk about. So this woman I come into the bar, she talk about to sit beside her. So I just dead in the bar. Me sit down beside her. She a older lady, more mature lady. I never want to just disrespect her like that. And then, to me not into no homo thing. So you see me, I found it. I was very glad or happy within myself. So a woman just would have come. When she came all aggressive, like now I start see the aggression where now she has start force me to buy a drink for her. I tell her something, can't buy a drink. This and that. And it's a repeated offense. Every time she see me, she want me to buy her a drink, this and that. And then, you know, I never want to buy her a drink. And my auntie, I had to talk to my auntie. And then my auntie, I think through this woman have all these men always grappling to her at the bar. But I different. And it's like she want to disrespect the program because I young, fresh, this and that. The only reason why you even went out of your way to do what you do is because I'm young and fresh. You see me? I work and this and that. Yeah, come try style the pro. It's like this woman, this old girl that come try style the program. This old woman I try come style the program all the other day. She keep on come beg me. I tell her say I out of work. And this woman want me spend off the rest of my money upon her. Upon her. I say this girl, whole girl, I never know say cougars move like that nowadays. You see me? Cause what in the world will get me, make you feel the impression say me really would have fall feel like that versus all them young females were out here. How you up here is up there in the competition. You see me, this is my talk about women, majority women nowadays are so delusional. They're so delusional. Cause even in the bar, there's a woman in there well look way better than her. You see me, so I not even know if she know that. And she never approached me like that. She never approached me like that. So what would make her in her mind to have that impression and for show you say them only have wicked intent. You see me? Wicked intent. Cause she try to use her bird brain for me. She get me for screenshot. What you call it? When you call somebody with the camera on, you see me? To see where I live and my living conditions. You see me? Now she a talk about how she want to stay, but me for job all of my money. You see me? I'm gonna say like this. I get how if I was an older guy, or older than her, or even say the same age, man, even think the same age. Cause she don't even keep herself now. She smokes cigarette. You see me? But through these niggas, all niggas like for gravel. They like to gravel. But I keep myself apex. So, you see the transformation I make from high school till now. You see, I'ma know them people see. Cause them always watching. Them even sometimes they talk as if they were in my body and had experienced some. I'm gonna say like, you, When I say revelations, these people must be demon. I don't know if he is a demon in flesh, in some meat suit. You wasn't even there and it never even went like that. Then again, how you even would know about this? This happened in the privacy of my home, must it 15 years ago? How the fuck you even would even say you know? Who remember to even tell you? For remember it now, cause look how much fuckery happened since then. Like yo, me didn't even remember. So oh, you remember is great. It's great, but may I tell you say it didn't even go like it didn't even went like that. You're making up shit now because things change. Cause before the narrative was like like they were just laughing, like they were taking indictment or pleasure out of my suffering from hand trying to get these people out of my house. And my grandmother's death, all of these things. Now when I start working, start dress good, start move right, start, eat right, everybody. So even now, I notice certain things. I notice certain things, and it's like I'm kind of conscious of it, but now I pay it no mind. But I'm gonna know if it's God putting me in a place where him know say certain things are gonna kick off and you see me, him just don't want me get caught up. So him a tell me to be patient. Cause I notice like all watch, watch, watch just drop off from her, watch just drop off from her one time. You see me? And I noticing from a lot of time, from a long time, that guys were preying me. And I don't understand. I see a lot of other guys out there with expensive watch. It don't seem like they're going through the same shit. I mean, he's a big man now. He's a big man now. It's not like even you have no valid reason. I work for you see me as a big man, I work for shit. It's clearly some work for my shit. Nobody hand not to me. Just like the other race of big man them. You see me? So I see always there's some kind of excuse to have these distorted delusions. You see me? And press down upon. I don't even really go around nobody. All the people, the only people I deal with is my wife or brother. Really. And she don't fully understand. Others have to understand say she try her best or she do whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. But I don't why I'm here now. If the reason why I'm here now is because of she. The reason why I'm able to talk to anybody and post these lives. But it's a constant war going on there. And I saying like one point at time, the other day I saying like I put like niggas don't do this shit, like post videos and this and that. I'm the first guy who doing it. I don't want to incriminate myself. Cause I see the other day where it seems like I really have to go there and murk some people. You see me, people where I don't know, I've never grew up with them. It's not even like a random stranger. I never met these people. These people been watching me from a long time. I now want to. You see me, there is no conversation, no intellectual conversation you can to resolve anything. As long as I'm here growing, it's going to be problematic to them. You see me? This is the real world. I don't have to what offends them is that me being all right, or me have the ability to do something for myself. Just that alone, niggas will kill you for. So when people are talking about all this slavery shit, I remember this morning I just was watching, just going back to things. And was thinking about. Then my wife called me. You know, she said she was going to help me out till I get my last pay slip. I said, okay, maybe there is some promise. You know, maybe I just need for forget about the past. Really forget about the past and trying to. I already know, I already heard and come to understand what's going on. I don't know everything, but I feel like I know enough, I'm done enough, I'm practicing enough, I'm trained enough to now start creating my own code and start creating my own reality. I feel like that's what needed to happen. Like I just get that time and just live long enough and absorb enough information upon my environment to change it for myself. You know, and then start move climbing up the ladder, start really climbing up the ladder. You know, 'cause I don't know how I fell off. And, you know, I was this close. But I say like, you know, I know a lot of business moves now and I have a lot of, you know, so I don't know how things will go. I still feel like I'm in the unknown. It's very hard for without food, young go drink water. You know, I just want to be work out stronger, working on my psyche. You know, but I just saying like, I know, but no, I don't see how if women are being like that, I don't see what the purpose of courting women, trying to court women, especially if they don't know how to be courted. They don't even want to practice, exercise basic women trait like empathy, sympathy, or you know, they don't want to empathize or do anything. All they want to do is try to use them bird brain on you, but get money out of you. To buy them the fuck where destroy them brain like KFC, pizza, all them fuckery. And you just are waste your money. It's like them the devil possessed them. It's like the devil possessed them because all you gotta do is pay yourself for the resources. You see me, and there's no way out. You know, because them if you don't do it, it offend them. So I'm saying like just leave them alone. If you don't want to grow, some of them don't want to work themselves. Them just want to sit down and talk about some fucker about feminist rights. And I said, if you're equal, then you can equally go out and work as hard as me and make your own money and buy all the freaking KFC. But because you're eating the KFC and the KFC make you slow and lazy and sluggish, you don't even want to work. You don't even feel like work. You don't even feel like work. Because you can't even think straight. If anybody give you any complicated task, all you do is complain about it. Then you want them to accept your appearance and your figure, right? They feel like say what's supposed to be adequate. Just smack some makeup on your face. Cause some of them look like it's like a pie. Them make a makeup pie and just slam it on them face and just go outside and talk about them. My heart. Yeah, no, 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 the sun hot. But you, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think you need to go back inside and go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror properly. Must say you have them funny mirror there. will make you look like the opposite of where you need to go check your mirror. You probably need to go check your mirror. Not even me have it, so man. Me go out there, me a go out there and still me look clean. You see me just thank God. You just go out there. But I won't do that to myself. Even if I was a female. I won't do that to myself. But you know, I just trying to hang in there. I don't really know what's going on. You see me? You see me? I just want to build up my strength. Find the taste of freedom, you know. Working while independent. And the only thing you're responsible is for your own well-being. You see me? It was a struggle with the people, but anytime I got home, you know, was the greatest feeling. You know, I could get rest. I was well rested until a certain period of time. You know, and if I just let go of all the stuff I went through, I was good. It's just not, I had to hold on. I know it's people, like, you know, I would go home, meditate, and let go of all the foolishness them put me through at work. But when them keep on bringing up back stuff, and people are going like, me need to remember them name and face, and you see me, that all start stress me out, and I may say, I'm not feeling obligated to do this. And then people acting like I'm stupid or, you know, what really and truly is that I don't care. But just came here to work. Who me I remember your name for? You're my supervisor. No, you're not my supervisor. Why am I to remember your name? For what? You see me, I'm not even attracted to you. I even like no nothing about you. How are you going? You're going to make me, you're going to shoot me up to the ladder? Up the ladder? No. Matter of fact, he is a heavy weight. He's like a bird. You see me, I really and truly, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like you're delusional. I feel like you're delusional. Like, no, we're not even in the same ballpark. You see me, I work hard. I work really hard for this. You know much things I work so hard. I didn't even didn't know some I work so hard. Cause I just was here surviving. You see me, the way that like I just did here surviving. My survival skills, I notice can apply to anything. When I notice that I can actually see, I always had doubt in myself. Even after I work like 2 work because of the how things escalated, you know, I always had doubt in myself. And then now since I really witnessed it, a lot of customers came and there's a like gave me this good impression of myself. You have a lot of bad ones, but you know, I don't really focus on them. And even them could admit when them just being fucked up. They're just being fucked up. Right? So, you know, I was impressed by that. And say a lot of people come and tell me about myself. I remember one customer tell me about me, you know, man, I forgot about. But me I say like, you know, It built me and gave me the courage. So I feel like after I've done so much work and I've seen the results of my body and everything, even my mindset, and how people even respond to me. Like, I've been in the bar with a lot of shooters, and them niggas here scared of a 25-year-old. I'm gonna ask the bartender, how old them niggas here? Them tell me say them are 44, 50, 55. You know, man, I tell me them age, and I say them niggas here pussy. You live so long and still free it, pussy. You come back be the bar with gun. I still can't do nothing, even know say I'm a bluff one. So I'm not even have no gun, pump. When you have no gun, when you even say that, that's how I'm not even say that. Just staying there silent. I'm gonna just stay upon them. I just stay upon them. You see me? And I'm about hand I heard off their mouth and talk about how this and that and while I them serve. You see me like most are working. And I thought like me I sit down on will. Man say all them people that think money work. This is what then I come to realize this is why these people are poor. This is why these people are poor. So me I say, yo, all this time, them people are make me I take advice from poor people. And these poor people don't have my best interest at heart. You see me? This is how black people stay, This is how black people stay. You see me? This is how niggas stay. But man, I even feel like it's true the way how I talk. But really and truly, man, I feel like these guys are niggas. I feel like from me I discover in our history, man, I say like with all my country, them bring Africans here to come and colonize. Cause every time them are going like that, me is not the same like that. They even exalt this every time. Even though the ones them were coming straight from out of Corinth. You see me? So what if I did not know my identity or what I was? Cause them when I went into high school, them was trying to indoctrinate me as if this narrative now apply to me because this is the only format or way them going to teach it. But I know the teachers them know better because the why them always constantly was down in my skin. Cause I was not only rich student who possibly would have inherited house and wealth and car. I wasn't the only one. And that's why I always focused on school. Because I know that it wasn't going to be like that. I was going constantly and I needed to get away from these people. But I always try to cover up my intentions, my true intentions, and that's why like, it's all about jokes and laughs. So when I get ridiculously charismatic, charismatic is really truly to hide my intention. And I try to make people my intention become your intention. That's my prerogative. And make you feel like say, oh, that's what you want me to do? Okay, all right, I'll do it. But now I learn him say to change that intention for money, to include money. So that's what I was using on my boss. You see me? To make she start paying me more money. And she make sure that happen. She make sure that happens. So she said, okay, if she said jump, I wouldn't even ask her why, I just jump. You see me? And be enthusiastic about it. Say like jumping for bosses, joy. You see me? Feel like joy. Feel like bliss. You see me? So that I think that impressed the boss and make her feel more confident. Because she was the same age as me. Right? So her big man could have feeling confident in her. Right? I never felt where I feel like she maybe was under that same condition too. Not condition, but where just hate. There's a lot of hate why she had to mold herself into the silent badass type that she was. You see me? Because whenever she speaks, she never need to talk or say anything. I just know what she mean. You see me? Because I just love silence. You see me? I understand the language of silence. You see me? So, now I'm not try to stress out the boss. That's the last thing you want to do. Because you don't want to start build up any negative perspective of you at all. Zero. With me, man, not even want zero. I just want you to know, see me as an angel. Like, say me is an angel who just descend from heaven and come into our life and just make our life feel better. And work continuing. You see me? That's how I do it. So, you know, so anytime this brother was trying to fire me, she just would have reject it. She would have said, no, no, no. You see, so I still feel kind of unsure about it. Because this brother, I say, oh, this brother was a Pan African before I come and talk about unity and all sort of bumbucky blouse and skirt fuckery. When the man comes to me, coming this, that, no, the man turn into Satan. You see me? So, all of that go through the door, him all stop. I remember hearing some of them tell me every day, and them used to find this brother at 9. Stop tell about your pro Pan African. And then to see them come to see say him is a hypocrite. You see me? Because me is everything where him about everything. I mean demonstrate this through my action. Maybe me not go ease up on no man or try go talk to no man or nothing like that. You see me? But me notice that not all of the youth around my age don't act them age. Them act younger, them act like some boy child or some man baby. You see me? Them still are afraid of the dark. You see me? And they inherently had a virgin. And you know, I used to want let him in on some things, you see me? But when I see say him have this impression say he's not wasting time. But me I tell him say, yeah, I waste time, bro. Cause him intelligent, but me I see say him still a sheep. Him still a sheep. Him still cowardly and him afraid of things. And I see say, oh, him never got through what I got through to achieve that mental state. You know, to achieve that mental state. Cause even when I don't myself, I still go out and do it. Cause I already find myself doing it already. You see me? I already find myself, even if I don't myself, I just out. Just out. You know, you have to go get your best shot. You see me? Even if the clip half empty, even if the mug half empty, you just have to give your best shot, bro. You know, say you should have come with 100, but you only have 50. You only have 50 in the clip. So, you know, you have to go out the straight way and go get it. You see me? But you have to see it as not the cup half empty, but half full. You have to see it as half full. But how I do it, that's how I do it.